Grocery stores are now required to use unit pricing. This is the cost of one item expressed as a fraction. For example, chicken sells for $12.98 per kilogram, or the cost for 1 kilogram of chicken. Here's an example of how we can calculate the unit price. Joan is shopping for her family of 5, which includes 3 teenagers. She always checks store flyers for the best prices. She needs to buy some juice and sees that the local Safeway has the 1.89-liter orange juice on sale for 3 for $10. That is what we need to examine when we're calculating the unit price. Our goal when calculating the unit price is to find the price for 1 bottle. So, since in this example we are trying to buy 3 bottles for a price of $10, we are going to examine the $10 and divide $10 by 3 bottles of juice. When we do this division, we end up with $3.33 per bottle. This is called the unit price. We can also use unit prices to find out the cost of the same items. For example, these 3 items are the same, they're just packaged in different sizes. We're going to put them in order from least expensive to most expensive by using a common unit price. In this particular case, we are going to calculate how much it costs per kilogram so that we can make an informed judgment on which one is going to be the best deal. When buying 500 grams for 79 cents, it's going to be easier for us to change this into kilograms. Since 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, 500 grams is just half of 1 kilogram. So multiplying this cost by 2 is going to tell us the price for 1 kilogram, which works out to be 79 cents times 2 for a grand total of $1.58 per kilogram. If we are purchasing 2.1 kilograms for $3.25, we need to look at the $3.25 and divide that by 2.1 kilograms, which results in a unit cost of $1.55 per kilogram. And finally, if we are looking at 3.8 kilograms for $5.35, we are going to take the $5.35 and divide that by 3.8 kilograms, which results in a unit price of $1.41 per kilogram. When we have all of the unit prices, it is very easy to see that $1.41 per kilogram is the cheapest. It is the best deal. Putting these in order from least expensive to most expensive, 3.8 kilograms is the least expensive at $1.41 per kilogram. 2.1 kilograms for $3.25 is the next most expensive at $1.55 per kilogram. And finally, 500 grams for 79 cents is the most expensive at $1.58 per kilogram. In our last example, Frank is a locksmith who owns his own business. He buys a case of 144 brass padlocks for $244.97. He then sells each lock to his customers for $5.50. How much does each lock cost Frank? Well, since he paid $244.97 for the 144 locks, he actually paid $1.70 per lock. How much profit does he make when he sells one lock? Well, since he's selling each lock for $5.50 and selling each lock for $1.70, we can use this to calculate his actual profit. $5.50 take away $1.70 leaves us with $3.80 profit on each lock.